This is the season of the Israeli Hagim. Next week, we commemorate Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day, when every Israeli practically honors the memory of soldiers who have died in service and victims of terror, loved ones, or dear friends, followed immediately by Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. This year is an exceptional one. Not just because Israel turned 75, but because the country is really on edge. The ceremonies in Israel may very likely be interrupted by protests this year. Israeli Channel 12, which features the ceremonies, mentioned that if any protest occurs during the official state ceremony, a taped rehearsal will begin playing instead of the live feed to those watching at home. Yet, these protests are ones that I encourage you to celebrate. Yes, the country remains sharply divided over the government coalition's currently paused judicial overhaul plan. But weeks ago, once Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant warned the country and broke with the position of his coalition, advocating for dialogue, Prime Minister Netanyahu fired him and thus inadvertently created a new national hero, bringing tens of thousands of Israelis to the streets and halting the plan. Daniel Gordis, a distinguished writer and advocate of Israel, captured what we saw this past month. We saw an extraordinary exhibition of love of country, of devotion to Zionism, of almost completely violence-free protests by hundreds of thousands for 3 months. What you have seen is the melding of whatever little bit remains of left and center, joined by many on the right who are so deeply worried about the split in the nation that they too, though they favor the reforms, said it was time to stop. You saw Orthodox rabbis come out and say it was time to heed the people. And he goes on, what you witness was the left center adopting and embracing the flag, embracing and loving the country that many people thought they'd long since stopped caring about. On our 75th birthday, we still have a Jewish democratic state to celebrate. So please join us to show our support of Israel as a community this Friday evening. Mazal Tov, Israel.